So you've decided you want a small Airstream, but you've also decided that you want the biggest single axle Airstream. That way you have everything that small Airstream has to offer, more interior space to enjoy, and more room for the family. Well, today I've got a treat for you. We're going to be comparing the all-new World Traveler model with the classic tried and true American Airstream Bambi. 22-foot length, similar floor plans to enjoy. Let's get started. For the exterior profile of the World Traveler, we actually have the inspiration of the European Airstream coaches. So we're a little bit thinner overall. We have a width of 7 foot 6 inches on the exterior, an exterior height of only 9 feet because there is no rooftop AC on top of this unit. And we have an overall length of 22 feet and 2 inches. So for crowded city streets, for first-time towers that might benefit from a slightly thinner, shorter overall profile, we also have weights behind that contributes to a better towing experience. With the World Traveler, it's a great entry-level Airstream, first introducing you to towing and to the Airstream lifestyle. So the Airstream Bambi has a traditional Airstream width of 8 feet. It also has a slightly taller height at 9 feet 5 inches due to the rooftop AC. And we have an overall length of 21 feet 11 inches. So we're not too far from the World Traveler, of course, but we do have a little more interior width, giving you a little bit more elbow room inside the trailer, a little more room to enjoy. So on the World Traveler and Bambi, some things are going to be the same. We're going to have two 25-pound propane bottles. We're going to have an optional 200 amp hours of lithium batteries up front and a manual crank, and that motor's never going to break as long as you've got some power behind your arms here. But one thing's going to be wildly different, the weights. So with the World Traveler we have here, we have a tongue weight, a hitch weight of 450 pounds. We have a gross vehicle weight rating of 4,500 pounds, and we have a net cargo carrying capacity of an additional 850 pounds inside the coach there. So fully loaded at 4,500 pounds, there's a wider range of smaller trucks, mid-size SUVs that can tow this Airstream, which means instead of having to go out and find a full-size truck or a full-size SUV, there's a chance you have a great tow vehicle already in your driveway. But with the Bambi, it's going to be slightly different. So the gross vehicle weight of the Bambi is 5,000 pounds. Still a very light trailer, and the dry weight of both trailers are going to be very similar. But you have a cargo carrying capacity with the Bambi of 1,150 pounds. So you have more ability to bring heavier gear or more gear overall than with the World Traveler. And we also have a higher tongue weight on the Bambi, 525 pounds. So there's a lot of smaller mid-sized trucks that might have a hitch with the capability of towing 5,000 pounds max and a max hitch weight of 500. While the Bambi would be just at that 5,000 pound limit, the 525 hitch weight would push it over for a lot of vehicles, but you don't have that issue with the World Traveler. Now we're inside the World Traveler 22 RB, and that RB is actually rear bed. We have a nice V-twin setup here, giving us a length and a full use of the 7 foot 2 inch interior width here. We also have an interior height of 6 foot 6 inches, and another benefit of this V-berth bed, other than being able to get out and go to the bathroom easily, is we have storage on both sides, strut assisted here, and we also have access panels to service items and accessories that we might need to get to. And if you look all around me here, you can see this white interior tone on the walls. This is to protect that aluminum, and this aluminum contributes to an overall lighter tow weight and this nice Euro interior look here. You also see new textures on the roof lockers, this nice exposed wood look. And in the very front, where we have this dinette, you'll also be able to see one of your dual pane front windows here. So this is actually very popular overseas on Euro trailers and very popular in the motor coach space. These are strut assisted, almost like safari style windows to let a nice breeze in, and it gives us the opportunity to use these nice cassette boxes with a nice screen as well as blackout shades for when you're going to bed at night. Now you do have two options for the front cushions here, Shoreline and Sagebrush, and this contributes to a nice front dinette. Now going over some of the things that make the World Traveler unique, let me show you some things that make the Bambi great. So now we're inside the Bambi 22 FB, and that FB is front bed here. Now this is east to west, meaning we have more floor space in the trailer, but you might have to hop over someone to get out of bed. And in front of the bed here, we have the panoramic view provided by these windows. This is a staple of the Airstream trailer, fantastic to see in the Bambi, of course, and we have the aluminum brushed interior, another staple of the Airstream trailer. the front roof lockers, and of course you can see in here we have an interior width of 7 foot 7 inches, an interior height of 6 foot 4 inches above my head here. And of course you can see the rooftop AC. This is going to be quiet as a GE profile, but it is on the roof. There will be some vibration and some sound that you won't have in the World Traveler. And in the kitchen of the Bambi, we have a dual basin sink here. We have a standard microwave with the Bambi, and we have this nice U-shaped dinette that makes into a large, wide bed here, and also can sit more people than a traditional booth dinette. Of course, we're gonna have a nice closet in both trailers and a nice 12-volt compressor style fridge, but unique to the 22FB floor plan will be this rear bath. So we have a nice porcelain commode off to the side, and then we have this nice plexiglass shower door here that you're not going to see on the other unit. And having a door for the rear bathroom kind of makes this a nice private space, divides the space of the trailer, and lets you enjoy that nice interior width available with the Bambi. So now in the bathroom of the World Traveler, we have a center to the trailer located bath. Now that means that we have great ability to have seating and sleeping options in the front and rear, but we have to make a more efficient use of the space here. So instead of a shower door that opens, we just have a shower curtain here. We have a porcelain commode, but it's located angled to the center so that the floor space is used efficiently. And we have a nice, beautiful vessel sink here with storage underneath the vanity, adding to the Euro look. We do have a window in the bathroom, but in addition to, of course, a blackout shade that'll be in both trailers, we have a screen, and we have the makeup mirror that's going to be in both trailers as well. Unique to the World Traveler, we do have a mirror with storage behind it, a kind of a medicine cabinet style, and both trailers are going to feature a fan just outside of the bathroom to pull all that steam when you're taking a shower out. One thing that's going to be different between the two units are your tank sizes underneath the trailer. So on the World Traveler, we have a 19-gallon fresh tank, a 24-gallon gray tank, and a 12-gallon black tank. With the Bambi, you're going to have slightly larger tanks, so you're going to get a 23-gallon fresh tank, a 30-gallon gray tank, and a 17-gallon black tank. So you're going to have slightly more time to fill those tanks, of course, with the Bambi than with the World Traveler, but you're also going to have a slightly different feel in the bathroom due to the floor plan overall. So now we're going to answer one of the most frequently asked questions we get here. How big are the beds? So on the 22 Bambi, our front bed is going to be 54 by 80, and our dinette bed is going to be 39 by 74. A nice size for a full-size adult or a couple of kids. The bed in the World Traveler is 80 by 80, the largest bed that you're going to find in any trailer of this size. And also, as I mentioned earlier, the V-shape contributes to being able to get in and out of bed without disturbing the person sleeping next to you. And as for the dinette, we have a 86 by 35, 38 inch dinette bed up here. And this is also can be turned into a lounge by using your end cushions on the opposite sides and creating a nice backrest or a daybed style lounge up here in the front of the World Traveler. So as I previously mentioned, you can have an optional 300 watts of solar on either trailer, and that would also include 200 amp hours of lithium battle-borne batteries. On the roof of the World Traveler though, we're going to have 2 max air fans, the ability to shut off the rain sensor and hold at 78 degrees, but we're going to have no rooftop AC. Behind our passenger side bed back here, we're actually going to have a 10,000 BTU ducted AC that's ducted to the basement, so to speak, and vents underneath the trailer. We are also going to have a 12-volt smart TV in both trailers, but we only have the rooftop antenna on the Bambi to search for channels. We're going to have an optional microwave on the World Traveler where it's standard on the Bambi, but we're going to have a gas cooktop in both trailers. And because the heat for the World Traveler is through the Truma Eco Plus, that Combi Eco Plus is actually going to provide 11,000 BTU of forced air heat into the trailer. And because it's a hydronic system, it's going to be a more temperate heat when it's supplied to the trailer here. We're going to have the same 12-volt Vitrafigo compressor style fridge in both trailers, but you have an optional additional drawer style fridge right here in the entryway of the World Traveler. And this is nice if you want to have someone just open the door here, grab a few items without having to enter the trailer and go into the fridge here. And to the front of the trailer behind the bathroom here, we have the controls for that Truma Combi I mentioned and the Coleman Mach AC that's ducted on this side of the trailer and vents condensation pump drips underneath the trailer itself. These are quick, easy to use controls for your water heater, your furnace, and your air conditioner. And now let me show you some of the appliances on the Bambi. So on the interior of the Bambi, we of course have a traditional rooftop mounted AC. This is a GE profile unit. It's a lot quieter than the units we were using previously, and it's 13,500 BTU. We also have a heat strip on this, and we have one thermostat that's going to control both our rooftop AC and our ducted furnace underneath. Now that ducted furnace is 18,000 BTU, and it's also going to be a propane only unit. On the True Macombi, there is 2 electric elements, so you can conserve your propane and run it on electric, but in the Bambi, we're going to have a gas cooktop in addition to a forced air furnace that runs on propane and a water heater that runs solely on propane. So with the World Traveler, you kind of have the ability, if you're not using the cooktop, to not really need your propane if you're going to be plugging in, but in the World Traveler, you're going to need that propane, of course. We have the same fridge. We do, of course, have a smart TV in the Bambi as well. This, you do have an antenna on the roof to search for channels, and we have a dual basin sink and the standard microwave here in the kitchen of the Bambi. So slightly different accessories as far as appliances, but depending on your use case, one might work better for you. So the potential Bambi owner might be looking for more space for another kid on that U-shaped dinette, both when entertaining and when breaking it down into an additional bed. They might be looking for that panoramic view around the bed in the very front of the trailer, a staple of the Airstream, or they might be looking for that slightly larger private bathroom at the rear of the 22-foot Bambi. Both trailers are very similar as far as solar, the entryway awning, the windows throughout that just bring the space in and just makes you enjoy those adventures just slightly better. But each one is going to be catered just slightly for a different audience. So which Airstream works better for you? Let us know in the comments which floor plan's more functional for your camping style and why. We always love to hear from you in the comments below, but please always remember, like, subscribe. It gives us the ability to bring you more Airstream content. Let us know what comparison you'd like to see next. And as always, thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you again in the next Colonial Airstream video.